Johannesburg, 130 workers who are currently employed by the city, whose contracts have been rescinded, are threatening to now challenge the city's decision in court. The employees say the process is legally flawed. The City of Joburg says that the decision by the council during the previous administration, when the ANC ran the city, to turn them into permanent employees and no longer tie their contracts to the term of the ANC-led administration, was illegal. Our reporter Mbali Thethani is following the story. She joins us now. Mbali, good afternoon to you. I mean, look, everything's here. You've got politics, you've got employment law, you've got SAMWU, the trade union, and of course, somewhere in the middle of all of this, no doubt getting rich, are some of the lawyers. What are the supporters of the workers saying?
Most certainly, Stephen, and you'd know that when you look at this issue, some of the employees have been saying that, of course, they've been labelling their posts as that they were there, put in there by political parties. So you'd also remember that the issue initially was, of course, that their contracts were irregularly upgraded from fixed term to permanent. So, of course, we also know at the same time, while the City of Johannesburg was fighting the issue of their contracts being upgraded, there's also now the issue where the employees are saying, well, initially the issue was that they were illegally upgraded, but at the same time, those contracts have now been placed to fixed term once more. So when you look at this issue now, Stephen, that you would know that those fixed term contracts are coming to an end in April. So essentially that these employees in the City of Johannesburg will be left without a job. So it's quite a very difficult issue to maneuver, especially when you are having employees who are now saying that, well, I'm not a political appointment, I applied for a position. And also at the same time, where you have, some of these experts questioning, saying that, well, those positions that the City of Johannesburg is questioning are positions of a junior position. So it is still a very, a very important thing to look at, Stephen, where you're having a group here saying that, well, we applied for these positions, but at the same time, the City of Johannesburg says, well, regardless, these are illegal appointments because you were never appointed on a permanent basis.
I mean, there's so many different things to this. So the city can say that the council decision was illegal, and you can't benefit from an illegal act, and job, to continue to receive a salary would be. To oppose the city, you could say, well, we know that you're going to replace these people. These are ANC-aligned people. You're going to replace them with your own people. The city would no doubt come back and say, but no other council has done this.
You're certainly right. And, I previously spoke to an expert, I think it was, of course, a governance expert, who says that while political parties have continued to question some of these appointments, especially when you look at positions that are deployed by political parties, especially now in this council in the City of Johannesburg. So when you look at the issues around cadre deployment, it also comes into the fore here. And you'd know that the DA is leading the City of Johannesburg, and they are also the ones at the center of saying that, well, we should do away with cadre deployment. And when you speak to some experts and labor analysts, they'd also say, then, well, this is an issue of cadre deployment.
I'm old enough to remember, don't laugh, that in 2006, the first time a big metro changed hands, the City of Cape Town was run under a coalition led by Helen Zille. The ANC, just before it left power, appointed Wallace Mqoki as he's an advocate now, as a city manager on a 5-year contract, and they had to go to court. They won in the end, and he was removed from that position. The point I'm trying to make is that the more our politics changes, the more it stays the same.
And you're certainly right. So we now know that these employees are threatening to take the City of Johannesburg to court, but they're saying that they've given the city this letter, and they've given them until at least the 18th of March to sort of conclude this matter, Stephen. And they are saying that, well, while they are speaking to the city itself, they are saying that if they do not respond to them by the 18th, we also then do understand that there's also a protest which is looming. We know that they are saying that they will protest to the City of Johannesburg. Well, at the same time, Stephen, they will also then protest to the offices of the MEC for local government. But at the same time, we know that this matter is still also also going to then be discussed tomorrow in the City of Joburg, because we know that there will be a Joburg Council meeting tomorrow. So it seems as if this issue, when it comes to the employees in the City of Johannesburg, it seems to not be ending anytime soon.
Mbali Thethani, thanks very much indeed. Really do appreciate it. Of course, following that story for us in the City of Joburg, it's going to be one of those council meetings, I suspect, tomorrow, Mbali.